I think maybe one of the things that God is teaching us over the last several weeks is that we need a little more patience. To slow down, because life's going to continue, whether you're in a tizzy and all worried about things, or whether you're relaxed and trusting Him. It's going to continue whether you are on edge or whether you're relaxed. Just to be patient. I remember in the mid-1990s when we were youth pastors in Rockford, Illinois, we were privileged to be able to go with Mike and Sharon Hawks to the music conference in Jackson, Mississippi, the Bible College. And to break up the trip, it was a long way from Rockford, Illinois to Jackson, Mississippi. We stopped in Donovan, Missouri, where Mike Hawks' parents lived, and spent the night. And Mike's mom made us breakfast, and we sat on the front porch after breakfast that morning, and beautiful day. And Mike's dad said, "The dog's going to be coming soon." And I questioned, "The dog? What do you mean?" He said, "Oh yeah, the neighbor's dog. He goes down the lane here and he heads down and he checks out their other property they have, make sure everything's okay. He comes by every day about 8:45, and sure enough, a few minutes later at 8:45, there went the dog." As a young man, I was really surprised by this. How did he know the dog was going to go by at 8:45? But the Hawkses were retired, and he had time, and so he just sat on the porch and observed life. Similar to what we need to do today. To slow down and understand that God is taking care of us, and we can be upset, we can be restless, or we can be relaxed, we can trust, or we can be on edge. But either way, God's still going to be faithful. He's still going to be taking care of us. Run the race with patience. See, activities all around, things are going to be happening, but Paul tells us we need to run this race that way. He says we're compassed with so great a cloud of witnesses, Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1, that we need to lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and we need to run this race with patience. The race that God has given you, run with patience. The race that God has set before you, run with patience. Lay aside the weights. Don't let anything stop you. Especially lay aside the sin. If there's sin in your life, ask God to forgive you. And then keep running. Keep running. Stay in balance. Don't get too upset if things don't go the way you thought they would. But keep going. Keep running. Run this race with patience. You see, it's easy to get critical when you're observing other people doing things. But God doesn't want us to have a critical spirit. He wants us to be involved in His kingdom and to show love and compassion. You know, since we've been doing these videos, and I've learned a lot, and how difficult it is to make something that's quality and something that's good. And it used to be I'd just be a casual observer and look at the things that are going on and just nitpick, say, "Oh, that's not good. They should have changed that." But you know what? I have a lot more patience and a lot more tolerance now that we've been doing this for a little bit over a month. Because we just want to get the good news out. And God's teaching me to be patient. And I think God's teaching all of us that He wants us to be patient. Run the race. God's faithful. Paul says if you get in trouble, look to Jesus. Because Jesus is the author and finisher of our faith. God bless you. Have a great day. Thanks for being with us for a few minutes.